Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Morgan's Cottage. In this episode, I thought it would be nice to slow the pace down a little bit, enjoy some of the scenery around us, and also get quite a bit of cleaning work done. It's a miserable day, but we've got some daffodils waiting to come through. What do you think? We go inside? We've got our little leak in the gutter. That's okay. So the first thing on today's agenda is to take a look at this lock. This is no longer engaging on the inside, so I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna unscrew it, open it up, and just see if I can figure out what the problem is. It might be an easy fix. I did speak to a locksmith and they kind of quoted roughly 350 to fix it. So if I can fix it myself, brilliant. A little disclaimer, I am not the handiest person in the world. So there is nothing I can do to fix it, so we're gonna have to get a locksmith to come out and replace the gearbox, so that's cool. So it is absolutely miserable outside. Let's have a look. That noise is the gutter leaking. I might actually go out and try fix that. But yeah, it's a miserable day. Here in the west of Ireland, it's kind of foggy. So in some good news for the cottage, it would appear we are floating in huge numbers of frogs in the pond. I believe, or so I've been told, it's their mating season, so they're here to do their frog spawn and create little frogs, and then in a couple months or a couple weeks they will be gone and they won't be all over my pond. It's great news in terms of biodiversity, and it also means that the pond is very healthy, which there was a bit of fear that the pond could be toxic. But anyway, it is great news that the frogs are here and they are actively playing a part in the ecosystem in my pond. So while we wait for the other 3 sections to dry, I'm going to clean this door because on this side and also on this side, the door is pretty filthy. So that is next. Looks so much better. So that's clean as well. I will eventually have to clean that fuse box. I haven't really shown this. It's like a hot mess up there. Yikes. So that will have to be done, and then there's also my fuse box, and that is also a hot mess. Now I am on the list with the ESB, which they're the electricity people here in Ireland, and they're gonna come replace that with one of the new smart meters. I think the smart meters, some people find them a bit controversial, but I want one because I want to get rid of that. But yeah, this is all clean now. Where are you going? Come back in, we're gonna have some dinner. So that's gonna be done, and then they'll get a new fuse box probably once I can afford to get the electrician in. But yeah, so we're kind of just working away. Everything looks a little bit like a mess. Bonnie's kind of camped out in here right now. She's still on the naughty girl leash because she disappears and I don't like not knowing where she is. But yeah, we're hanging out. We get some din-dins? Yeah, we will. Good morning and welcome back to Morrigan's cottage on this kind of foggy, wet sort of day, but it's actually so nice outside. These little daffodils are so close to flowering. Time for a little frog check. They are just out swimming and having a great time. I'm terrified of frogs, but it's nice to see that they are healthy and thriving. My little sidekick. So we probably have some guests coming today to see the house for the first time. Two of my friends from college are coming over. I've known them like 20 and 15 years, so they're coming to see the house. They're the first people that will be seeing the house. So I thought I should get rid of all the cobwebs from the hallway and also give the floor a good clean, which I have here. But this is the view out the front door and I just love it. So I've done the hallway there, I've just cleaned it. And while that's drying, look at that. That is how dirty it was, pretty sick. So while that's drying, I'm now gonna finish up the coats on these and I'm gonna finish my morning coffee. I have the door open just to help get some air in because it's impossible. Oh, someone's playing with her little octopus. It is impossible to get air through the house, so I have all the windows open, I have the doors open, everything is open. Isn't that right, honey bunny? Yes. And Bonya's just chilling over there. Bonya has settled in really, really, really well, which is really good because she didn't love it here last week, but she seems to be much better this week. You want me to throw your octopus for you? Okay. You ready? You ready? Go, go, go! Update on the porch, it's still wet. So, having the door open has not helped. This house is just wet. So I was chatting to one of my neighbours about the broadband and saying how, oh, they have to come and install a pole in the garden. And he was like, do you mean that pole? So, the pole is in. I have an appointment date on March 4th. They're gonna come and connect that pole and then connect it to the house. And then there will be high-speed internet in the house, which is really exciting, so I can start working from down here. But yeah, that is the update. Oh, yeah, the pole is already here. So my friends are on their way. I thought I'd show you a little bit what the house looks like when it's actually cleaned up a tiny little bit. So I don't have any chairs, but I have a stool and I have this weird old chair. And then this is what the kitchen looks like when it's kind of cleaned up. But yeah, the house is clean. I even tried to clean this little room in here, not very successfully. But I tried to clean up a little bit in here just to push things to the side so you can actually see the room. Isn't that right, honey? But they are on the way, so we're gonna have a little look around. Bunny's just chilling in here. It's actually getting kind of cold in the house. It's still nice enough outside. But it looks like rain's not far off, so that's what we're up to. Isn't that right, honey? You sad? You happy?